Exunier, di manage out, no? Open, open. Exunier.
Right, good morning, councillors. Good morning, Executive Mayor, Deputy Mayor, Chief Whip, all the aldermen, councillors, administration, and the public. This meeting is now going to start, and I'm going to ask that Councillor or Alderman De Toy opens for us in prayer, please. Or let's do it differently then. Is there somebody that would like to open in prayer for us?
Okay, Speaker, Councillor Lento is here.
Let him continue.
Tixolisa Tikombawo, sekuseni mesiyolungileyo silapha kwi-special council meeting. Bungithixo izolo sekwangena namhlanje mesiyolungileyo. Sicela ke mesiyolungileyo xa sawungena izigqibo nezicwangciso ibe zezethu kodwa izigqibo zisuke phezulu. Sicela wena ke mesiyolungileyo sikelela ngalawa sifela Yesu Kristu Nkosi yethu. Amen.
Thank you very much.
Amen.
Thank you, Councillor. We're not going to ask for a translation. Thank you very much. We're going to continue. Can I ask Rosemary to please go ahead with the attendance register, please?
Good morning, Speaker. Morning, everybody. Councillor America.
Good morning, Rose. Speaker, present.
Councillor Barnett.
Good morning, present.
Councillor Brown.
Good morning, Rosemary, present.
Councillor Busak.
Good morning, I'm present.
Councillor Carolus.
Good morning, present.
Councillor Clark.
Good morning, present.
Councillor Puris. Alderman Cronje.
Still struggling with it.
Cronje, present.
Alderman Du Toit.
No, sorry.
Councillor Edwards.
Good morning, present.
Councillor Esau. Councillor Esau.
No.
He's playing for Kaizer Chiefs now.
J. Esau and then N. Esau.
JSO playing for Kaizer Chiefs now.
Councillors, please, we are in a meeting. Thank you.
That's the coach of the Kaizer Chiefs.
Councillor, please, we are in a meeting.
Councillor E. Vergland.
President Rose.
Councillor R. Vergland.
R. Vergland present, and I'm on my way to assist Councillor Van Wyk to struggling with the device. Thank you.
Councillor Fry. Chairperson, the Speaker, the fire alarm is going off now.
He's here in the chamber.
Good morning, colleagues. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Councillor Vice present.
Okay, councillors, I believe there's a fire alarm. We have to evacuate the building. Could we please stop this meeting? Please with the roll call so we can continue this meeting without any further interruption. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker. Councillor America.
Thank you. Rosemary, I'm going to ask you to call out their names and give them a few seconds, but then can continue. If they're not in there, I can put it in the chat box later. Otherwise, we're going to be here all day.
Councillor Brown.
Barnard present.
Morning.
Councillor Busa.
I am present.
Councillor Carolus. Councillor Clark.
Present, Rosemary.
Councillor Kuris.
Morning, present.
Alderman Cronje.
Cronje present.
Alderman Du Toit. Councillor Edwards.
Edwards present.
Councillor Esau, Jay Esau. Councillor N. Esau. Councillor E. Vegland.
President Rose.
Councillor R. Vegland.
Sorry, Auntie Rose.
Councillor Fry. Councillor Goeieman.
Present.
Councillor Gom. Councillor Gertse. Councillor Gregory.
Goeiemôre allemaal, present.
Councillor Greef.
Goeiemôre teenwoordig.
Councillor D. Gultik.
Councillor Donovan Gultig present, thank you.
Councillor M. Gultik.
Good morning, Rose. I'm present. Thank you.
Councillor Hani. Councillor Yankees.
Good morning, I am sitting with Councillor Cephas.
Alderman Johnson.
Goeiemôre teenwoordig.
Councillor Kaptein. Councillor Kleinhans.
Kleinhans is in die huis. Goeiemôre.
Alderman Kritzinger.
Goeiemôre, Ms. Bredenkamp. Ek is teenwoordig.
Alderman Kruger.
Yes, good morning, I'm present.
Councillor Keat.
Good morning, present.
Councillor Lamini. Councillor Lento. Councillor Losi.
Good morning, everyone. I'm present.
Councillor Lau.
Good morning everyone, present Rosemary.
Councillor McNeely.
Good morning, everyone. I'm present.
Councillor Masasi. Councillor Im Daka. Councillor F. Mdaka.
Hi everyone, Councillor Mtaka is present. Thank you very much, Rose.
Councillor Mdukuli. Councillor Nietlin. Councillor Niels.
Ja, ons teenwoordig, dankie.
Daar kom hy nou aan.
Dankie, daar sit Alderman de Tooy, dankie.
Councillor Dundini.
Goeiemôre almal, teenwoordig, dankie.
Councillor Katana.
Morning, everyone. Katana present.
Councillor Kampi. Councillor Roosa.
Good morning, everybody. Councillor Roosa present. Morning, Rose.
Councillor Cyphers.
Good morning, Rosemary, present.
Councillor Simmers. Councillor Snyman.
I'm present, thank you.
Alderman Standard. Councillor Toto.
Good morning, Mama Rose. I'm in the house like Marcel Klein Antjes.
Alderman van Niekerk.
Good morning, I'm present. Thank you, Rosemary.
Alderman von Brandes.
Present, thank you, Rosemary.
Councillor R. Foster. Councillor S. Foster.
Hi, good morning, Auntie Rose. Ek groet u, jy het 'n pragtige groen wijk 16 hier.
Councillor Windwaai. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Rosemary. With that, I'm going to ask the Chief Whip if she has received any apologies. Councillor Lamini, you can put in the chat box that you are present. Thank you very much. I'm not going to hold this meeting.
Present.
Councillor Lamini, thank you very much. I did say that anybody that joins can put it in the chat box. Chief Whip,
I didn't hear you, Speaker. Thank you.
Chief Whip, could you please let me know if there's any applications for leave?
Thank you very much, Speaker. I've received only one application from leave from Councillor Chris Neetling. I also just note that some of the councillors are struggling to log in. Councillor Alentu did indicate this as well. Thank you very much, Speaker.
Thank you very much. With that, we'll continue. The next item on the agenda is the disclosure of interest of councillors or by councillors. Schedule 7 of the Code of Conduct for Councillors, Item 6, disclosure of benefits by municipal staff members, item for Code of Conduct for municipal staff members. Any declarations, please? Councillor Fry, your hand is up.
My utmost apologies, Speaker. I can't open my chat app or button, whatever this is, so I'm just stating that I'm present. My apologies for doing that. I'm not trying to derail your meeting.
Thank you very much, Councillor. You can put your hand down. We'll continue. Thank you.
Discipline for the
Councillors, please. This is
Why do you allow him to speak, Speaker? But when I put my hand up, you said we must.
Councillor Mini, okay? Listen to me very carefully. I asked for declarations. He put his hand up and I asked for declarations. So please do not tell me how to do my job. This is a public meeting. And we're here to do business. So if there's any declarations, I'm going to ask that you put your hand up and declare what you have to declare. There are no hands up. I'm going to therefore take it that there are no declarations to be made. I'm going to continue this meeting. Matters at the discretion of the Speaker, there are none. And then straight on to item 4, reports to Council. And the item 4.1 is the George Municipality electricity tariff approval for the 2026-27 financial year, item for resolution. And I'm going to ask that Alderman Johnson presents the item. You have 3 minutes.
Meneer die Speaker, agbare raadslede, amptenare, die kiesers van wijk 25, Uniondale, 'n pragtige goeiemôre aan die almal. Vandag hanteer ons tegniese verslag nie.
Councillor Ndaka.
But what is not, what is right, what is not?
Councillor Ndaka, I'm going to, straight off, I'm going to ask you to refrain from
but the mayor must stick to the agenda and the item.
To the item, yeah, to the item, Speaker, to the item.
Councillors, it is clear that you would like to disrupt this meeting this morning. We are talking about the executive mayor who is bringing in the item, and I will not tolerate any interruption on the introduction of this item. So I'm going to ask that the executive mayor continues, please. Mayor, you continue, please. Mayor, you may continue, please. Mayor, you may continue. We are holding on for you, please.
Mr. Speaker, can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yes.
Speaker.
Councillor Foster, the rules of order state that you put anything that you'd like to put your hand up on in the question in the chat box, and we'll have a look at it there. Mayor, please continue.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, can I continue?
Yes, Mayor, you may continue.
Nasionaal het NERSA die tariefverhoging goedgekeur wat oor 2 jaar neerkom op 'n saamgestelde stygings van ongeveer 18%. Eskom se bulkverhogings plaas enorme druk op munisipaliteite en uiteindelik op inwoners. Die Demokratiese Alliansie het dit duidelik gemaak. Suid-Afrikaners kan nie die prys betaal vir regulatoriese foute, swak beplanning en onbeheerde kostesdrywers nie. Hier in George gaan ons nie onderdanig knik en net deurgee nie. Ons gaan vra, ons gaan ontleed, ons gaan beskerm. Eerstens, tariewe moet streng koste reflekterend wees. Nie 'n sent meer nie, nie 'n sent minder nie. Elke rand moet verduidelikbaar wees. Elke verhoging moet verdedigbaar wees, tegnies, finansiëel en moreel. Tweedens, betalende inwoners mag nie die sak pas vir swak invordering of groeiende slegte skuld of buitensporige interne toedelings nie. As daar 'n invorderingsprobleem is, herstel ons dit. As finansieringskoste styg, ondersoek ons die skuldstruktuur. As interdepartementele kostes buite verhoudings is, sny ons dit reg. Ons rol is nie om rekening net aan te stuur nie, ons rol is om dit te bestuur. Derdens, deurnessteun en gratis basiese elektrisiteit moet reg befonds word. Dit moenie uit 'n equitable share kom, dit moet uit die equitable share kom. Nie stilstil deur agterdeur versprei word onder diegene wat reeds al rekening betaal nie. Solidariteit beteken nie onreg teenoor die gehoorsame verbruiker nie. Dit is waarom ek aandring op 'n tegniese duidelikheid oor die finansieringskoste, slegte skuld, interdepartementele toedelings en sensitiwiteitsmodellering. Oorsig is nie obstruksie nie. Oorsig is van verantwoordbaarheid. Oorsig is leierskap. George het 'n reputasie van 'n stabiele en 'n goed bestuurde munisipaliteit. Ons groei, ons lok beleggers, ons bou vertroue. Maar daardie vertroue rus op een fundament, dissipline. As ons vandag nalat, ondermyn ons môre se geloofwaardigheid. Finansiële volhoubaarheid en bekostigbaarheid is nie opponente nie. Hulle is vennote. Sonder volhoubaarheid stort die stelsel ineen. Sonder bekostigbaarheid stort vertroue in. Daarom sê ek vandag duidelik, in George sal ons die elektrisiteitstariewe goedkeur wat nie deeglik getoets, wettige en moreel regverdig is nie. Ons gee vandag die krag terug aan die inwoners van George. Ons gee die openbare deelnameproses werklike betekenis. Ons verseker dat voordat enige finale besluit geneem word, die stem van die gemeenskap gehoor word. Daarom maak ek gewysende voorstel op hierdie item wat die krag in die publieke deelnameproses plaas. daar waar dit behoort. So A, dat die raad kennis neem van die inhoud van die verslag getitel die George elektrisiteit koste van voorraad implementering in faseringsstrategie. B, dat die raad besluit om die tweede fase van die cost of supply implementering te hersien ten einde dit in lyn te bring met die Eskom aangekondigde grootmaat elektrisiteit tariefverhoging wat van toepassing is op munisipaliteite vir die 2026-2027 finansiële jaar. C, dat die raad die aanvang van die vereistes openbare deelnameproses met betrekking tot die elektrisiteitskoste van voorraad goedkeur en dat alle vertoë van ontvang word aan die raad voorgelê word voor oorwegings voordat dit by die nasionale energiereguleerders van Suid-Afrika ingedien word. En D, dat die raad besluit dat die 2026-27 elektrisiteitstariefverhoging eers gefinaliseer word nadat NERSA formeel Eskom se grootmaat tariefverhoging vir die 2026-27 finansiële jaar goedgekeur het. Ek stel so voor, Mr. Speaker, en baie dankie.
Thank you very much, Executive Mayor. Could I have a translation, please?
Speaker, this lady got lost during the speech of the mayor because he were too fast.
I am actually quite shocked, to be quite honest with you. I need her to at least read the recommendations. Surely she got something of what he said. I can't believe that she didn't get anything of what the mayor said. In the past, we've had a translation, even if it is a bit broken, but I'm expecting a translation to take place now, please.
Please disable the mic, speaker.
Rosemary, I'm waiting for a translation.
Okay. What I picked up, apologies, Speaker, on the recommendations for council approval, the report recommends that several actions for council approval regarding the tariff strategy acknowledges the cost of supply implementation phase in strategy report, approve the implementation strategy and tariff schedule for public participation, authorize the municipal manager to adjust tariffs based on Eskom's final increase decision. Unfortunately, that is all we could pick up, Speaker. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm going to ask the next person to speak is Councillor Ndaka. Please, you have 2 minutes.
Speaker, we want a clear translation. We cannot continue without a clear translation. That was not a translation.
Hold on a second, Councillor Ndaka. Councillor Ndaka, hold on a second. I didn't acknowledge you at all. I'm going to take the decision. Mayor, can I ask you to please repeat your three minutes in English for the benefit of the council and the people outside? We seem to have an issue with the translation.
Thank you. That's what we want, English, please. Not
Thank
the
you,
mayor
Councillor
speaking.
Ndaka. I'm going to give you a first warning, please. I did not recognize you. Let's not start this day off like that. Mayor, would you please continue? You have 3 minutes.
Speaker, my hand is up.
Councillor Foster, Councillor Foster, I'm going to say it again. The rules of order state that you put your whatever you want to put your hand up for in the chat box so I can consider it. And I will not take the hand. I need to read what it is all about before I'm going to consider it. Mayor, you have 3 minutes. Thank you. Councillor, I'm not accepting your hand at the moment. Put it in the chat box. Thank you. Alderman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm not going to water down, unfortunately, that Afrikaans speech, but I will do the recommendation, the proposed recommendation A, that Council notes the content of the George Electricity Cost of Supply Implementation Phase in Strategy Report, and B, that Council resolve to revise the second phase of the Cost of Supply Implementation to align with the Eskom announced bulk electricity tariff increase applicable to municipalities for the 2026-27 financial year, and C, that Council approves the commencement of the required public participation process in respect of the electricity cost of supply, and that all representation received be submitted to Council for consideration prior to submission to the National Energy Regulator of South Africa. And D, that Council resolve that the 2026-27 electricity tariff increase be finalized only after NERSA has formally approved Eskom's bulk tariff increase for the 2026-27 financial year. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alderman. I'm therefore going to continue with Councillor Mdaka. You have 2 minutes, please.
So, Speaker, the mayor is not going to say what he said in Afrikaans. Is that what you...
Councillor,
are you agreeing on that one?
Councillor, he has the right to just put it down. He's put the recommendation, which is what the item is all about. He's put the recommendation in English for you, and that is what you need to consider. Thank you.
But he spoke Afrikaans.
Councillor
What
Mdaka,
he spoke? Yes, Speaker.
I have not recognized you, and if you continue, I'm going to give you a second warning. Please do not disrupt this meeting. I've made a ruling, and we're going to continue. Councillor Mdaka, please continue. You have 2 minutes, and it starts now. Councillor Mdaka, Mdaka, your 2 minutes starts now.
I think someone else will speak. He's struggling to get in. I'm not sure.
ANC, Councillor, you're part of the ANC. Is there somebody else who would like to take the 2 minutes?
Okay, Speaker.
Oh, okay. Tata Pom.
Tata Manuel, where are Blacks?
Councillors, we are in a council meeting on air.
So we are trying to resolve the issue, most.
Councillor Mdaka, I take objection to the way you're talking, please.
But how
Chief Whip,
Sorry.
I'm going to ask you to resolve this, please, after this meeting. I take objection to the way that Councillor Mdaka is talking to me. Thank you. Councillors, you can continue. ANC, I'm going to move on to the next party if you don't start talking now.
Thank you, Speaker. Somlomo ANC asikhabi lengqelo ngoluhlobiza ngalo. Nangona ihambe benendawo ezibophelelayo pha ku page 10 apha isixelelayo ukuthi lena i-final draft. Kodwa ke ithi recommendation lento mayihambe isiwe ebantwini. Ingxaki esinayo ke Somlomo nendlela enenza ngayo i-public participation. Nina nithatha as one of the exercises zotikisha box. Nibuye nisithi abantu xa bengaphendulanga ngendlela enenza ngayo because lento nivele ni-flight nise phezulu kwi-level yabantu abangazuyisebenzisa. Siyanicela ke umasipala unaso isandla sakhe esisebenza nokhansela bonke aba bakhoyo ekuthiwa zii-ward committees. Siyanicela khanike nithathe lento niye-workshopa ne-ward committees so that zizokwazi umphendulela lo masipala xa zibuzwa ngabantu ngoba zinobudlelwane nalo masipala waseGeorge. Number 2, Somlomo, siyayicela ke Somlomo into bangabana siyava usodolophu uthetha ngendlela nina elizimisele ngayo ukusebenzisana nabantu baseGeorge. Noba kungathini kuthini Somlomo okanye wena speaker welphunga. Indlela eza kwenzeka ngayo lento izabatya abantu bakuthi izabarhaxa abantu bakuthi. Ngaphandle kosomashishini abendivayo sodolophu eyona ndiphambili kubo kukuba adlalele esibaneni. Asiyomatha yo grandstand lesodolophu. Lento sithetha ngayo kumanthiwa Eskom this, Eskom that. There is no other power utility in South Africa besides Eskom. So, whether you think that because of the Eskom seem to be looked or seem to be viewed that it's an ANC-led organization or a parastatal, it's for every South African. So NERSA is there, not for you when it's not suiting you to say that NERSA this, NERSA that. Let us stop politicizing this issue. This is the issue that is very important to all of us. Because out there's many other people that benefits. In fact, if I had time, I was going to go down and say that there's businesses that benefits out of this. there is an ordinary citizen that must benefit out of this. So I really get disappointed when people want to politicize such matters. Thank you.
I trust there was a translation for that, please.
Good morning, Speaker. As the ANC, we do not oppose this report, though it is binding on page 10 as a final draft. Public participation is used here as a way of ticking your boxes. You take it to people who will not even use it. We suggest that this matter be workshopped to all ward committees and all those all the stakeholders that are needed for this type of item, because we have relationships with the George Municipality. We are interested in what this municipality does. We hear that you plan to work with communities, but this will cost our people greatly. You talk down on Eskom, but the truth is we do not have another supplier in South Africa. Eskom is our main supplier. We hear you talking about NERSA, but we get disappointed when every matter is politicized in this manner. Thank you.
Thank you. The next person to speak on the item is Councillor Kleinans. You have 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Speaker, am I audible?
You are.
Speaker, from the outset, the Patriotic Alliance want to reject each and every word that the mayor has spoken. It's a lie to the community of George and the residents of George. All these years, Speaker, in Afrikaans soos my ma sal sê, die leuen het spoed, maar die waarheid het uithou vermoë. Speaker, oor jare bly die DA die mense belieg om te sê die electrical tariff word deur NERSA bepaal. Ja, wat wel deur NERSA bepaal word is die verhoging, nie die tariefsamestelling nie. Speaker, die burgemeester praat van hulle gaan uit vir publieke deelname. Dis weer eens 'n leuen, want dit gaan net na die wijkkomitees toe. Hier is ons vandag te doen met die brood en botter. Mense moet in donker te slaap. Mense moet kies tussen krag en tussen brood. Die Patriotic Alliance wil vandag namens die inwoners van George, namens die klein besighede van George, gaan ons 'n counter proposal indien, Speaker. Dit gaan nou gestuur word, want my chatbox is al weer gedisabled. Dit is in die chatbox gestuur deur myself, gesekondeer deur councilor kaptein. Speaker, elektrisiteit is 'n diens, nie 'n inkomste masjien nie. Die George munisipaliteit en sy DA koalisie gaan dieselfde pak slaag kry wat hulle in week 16 gekry het, wat gaan hulle in Untitled kry en gaan hulle 'n LGE 2026 kry. Want hierdie mense, hierdie munisipaliteit wil nie luister nie en hulle bly die publiek vir fools vat. Baie dankie.
Salut. Can I have a translation, please?
Speaker, electricity are being approved by NERSA, and it's not been it's for public participation and not through the wards. A counter proposal will be submitted. Electricity is a service to the George community. George municipality must stop, and this coalition must stop this. This is a service for our community, and they will be in the heat for this recommendations been made. I thank you, Speaker.
Councillors, I have an objection to the way that Councillor Kleinans has spoken. There's an objection in the chat box from the whip of the DA, who says that the Councillor Kleinans needs to retract these statements calling the mayor a liar. Councillor Kleinans, I'm going to ask you to withdraw that statement, please. You cannot.
But
You're stating that.
Speaker,
Councillors,
there's a lot of chat there, but we check
Councillors, once again, either you need to go and relook at your rules of order. I've made a decision, and as I said, he is the whip of of the DA, and therefore has the right to object. I don't understand why you make it so difficult. I've been asked to ask Councillor Kleinans to withdraw the statement regarding the mayor is a liar, and Councillor Kleinans, I'm going to ask you to withdraw it.
Speaker, I want to place it on record. I will not withdraw. If you want to charge me, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Councillor. That's fine. I'm going to continue. The next person to speak on the item is Councillor Busak. I'm going to ask the Chief Whip to take the matter up after the meeting. Then I cannot.
Thank you.
Councillor Busak. Councillor Busak, you can continue, please. Councillor Busak, you may continue.
Please mute.
This item was workshop on the 23rd of January 2026. The PBI requested in that workshop that the George Municipality for 2026-27 electricity tariff be a formally public participation process must be followed. That was a request of the PBI. On the 29th of January 2026, we have in council meeting and this item was withdrawn. Speaker, this must be placed on record. We as a PBI not supporting the item because our indigenous people, middle class communities are outside here in George are suffering with the high electricity tariff, Speaker. George Municipality is the expensive town in South Africa with the high rate of electricity tariffs. Speaker, on this matter, what the mayor was proposed, we're not going to follow that. This must go to the public participation and then come back to council for the approval. And then we can send it to NERSA. We're not going to bind us with the community for 2026, 27, and 27, 28. Thank you.
Councillors, I just want to confirm that we all actually heard what the recommendations were so that we don't have a misunderstanding, because apparently there is a counter proposal coming through. Just please, Mayor, can you put the amended proposal in the chat box as well, so that we can all understand it? So when we get to that, please, because it seems that some councillors didn't hear you exactly. Councillor Lowe, you have 1 minute, please. The next person to speak on the item.
Speaker. And Speaker, may one?
Yeah, continue, Councillor.
Speaker, Good cannot support this increase. Electricity in George is already too expensive. Another 8% may look small on paper, but the residence is very real. It is food off the table. It is a pressure on small businesses. It is pensioners choosing what to pay. We are told this is about cost reflectivity, but cost reflectivity must start with internal discipline. There are tariff inconsistencies that disadvantage ordinary consumers. There are expenditure concerns that remain unanswered. There are contracts under scrutiny where millions are being spent. Yet today, the easiest solution placed before us, charge the residents more. Large consumers buying directly from Eskom pay around R2.44 per unit. Our residents are paying around R3.44 per unit. That difference matters. If this council chooses to approve this increase without first correcting internal inefficiencies and unfair tariff structures, then let it be recorded that Good stood on the side of affordability. Speaker, councillors in the chambers must defend the residents' goodwill. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor Lowe. Councillor Mini, you have 50 seconds, please.
Speaker, as the EFF, we do not agree with the recommendations of the DA. Our people cannot afford any increase on the electricity bill. Your profit, your margin for electricity on 30 M's, as the proposed thing is that it will be between 6% or 86 million rand. Speaker, why do you guys still want to make a profit on electricity? It's unacceptable. But it's the fact that your DA, you don't care about our people and you don't care about the poorest of the poor. But here in Uniondale, with the by-election, we will show you flames. Kom ons wag vir julle in Uniondale. Kom pad toe.
Thank you, Councillor. Can we have the last person to speak on the item is Councillor Gultig. You have 1 minute, please. Councillor Gultig, M, you have 1 minute, please.
Thank you for the opportunity, Speaker. As the Mayor alluded to us, and with the A to D stating that this item will go for public participation. In Afrikaans, dit gaan vir publieke deelname. Eerste, dan gaan die publiek kan kyk, besighede, mense by die huise kan almal daarna kyk. Vir die raadslede wat die werkswinkel bygewoon het, het nou die voordeel om vir hulle wijkkomiteelede te help, sowel as al die mense in hulle wijke om te wys, dit is wat dit kos vir die munisipaliteit om krag te gee. Daarmee moet hulle vir hulle help en verduidelik dat ons wag vir Eskom wat vir ons gaan verhoging gee. Tot dan gaan ons nie 'n verhoging gemaak nie. Eskom het, soos almal weet, het alles dan negatief toegemaak dat ons hierdie kostes moet dra. Terselfdertyd vra NERSA ons moet hierdie koste supply vir hulle gee voor hulle enigiets kan oorweeg van hoe ons kragtariewe mag gee. Daarvoor stel ek voor dat ons moet aanvaar soos wat die Meyer het vir ons deurgegee het en dat
Thank you, Councillor. Your minute is up. You've seconded the Mayor's proposal. I'm going to read. First, I'll give it a translation, and then I'll just read out them. Thank you. Councillors, we've got a counter proposal. I believe there are items, there has been a change of things to consider, and I believe that before we go into the vote, the ANC would like to have a caucus of 10 minutes. I'm therefore going to allow a 10-minute caucus for the ANC. As I said, there has been a counter proposal, and it is the right to discuss it.
Speaker, can you just enable the mic, please?
Councillor, okay, just 1 second, Rosemary. Okay, you can continue.
Speaker.
Councillors, I'm waiting for the translation, please.
No, Speaker, you must quickly listen.
Councillor, don't say to me no.
I spoke to the Chief Whip of Council.
I have not recognized your hand. And you don't tell me no, Councillor Forster. Councillors, I'm asking for a translation to take place. Rosemary, please go ahead with the translation.
Speaker, this is for a public announcement, and the councillors need to go out to the wards to help understand our communities regarding the expectations of these tariffs. And it's through ESCOM that these negative tariffs has to be alluded to, and because of the cost of supply, we also need to wait for NERSA to follow these processes, but due to the high tariffs from ESCOM, we need to look into that. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Speaker, can I speak now?
No, Councillor Foster, you may not speak.
My hand has been up since this
And
meeting
I've told
started.
you, have you put it into the chat box?
No, I put it in the chat box. I'm raising an motion of exurgency.
Well, Councillor, we're in the middle of
in the chat box.
Councillor, we're in the middle of an item. So
No,
the
but that
motion
was
is-
raised
the-
before this item even.
Councillor, we are in the middle of
You
an
are
item.
totally wrong.
I
Because we
understand
didn't recognize the people that
But-
they
but
raised.
recognize
Because you
the
are
correcting
using
us.
something.
I will not tolerate indiscipline in this council. And first of all, Councillor Foster, I have the right to acknowledge you as the Speaker in accordance with the rules of order. I also have the right to decide whether something should serve or not serve. I'm in the process of a item, and I will take your hand or your question. And Councillor Lamini, if you say to me again, I'm abusing my situation, go look at the rules of order, please. You are abusing the fact that the rules of order are not being implemented to the letter at the moment. So I'm going to start by reading in the chat box the counter proposal. However, I must also ask you to read the original proposal. But Councillor Lento has asked for a 10-minute caucus, and after the caucus we will resume. This caucus will start again at 20 to 11. Thank you. Caucus, can I continue, please? ANC, can I continue, please?
You can continue, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Councillor Lentu. Councillors, before we go into the vote, I have been asked by various members to go through both of the recommendations, and I'm going to start off with the Mayor's recommendation, the amended recommendation of the Mayor, and it reads as follows. Please listen carefully. That Council takes note of the contents of the George Electricity Costs of Supply Implementation Phase in Strategy Report. B, that Council resolves to revise the second phase of the Cost of Supply implementation to align with the ESCOM announced bulk electricity tariff increase applicable to the municipalities for 2026-27 financial year. That the Council approves the commencement of the required public participation process in respect of the electricity cost supply, and that all representation received be submitted to Council for consideration prior to the submission of the National Energy Regulator for South Africa, NERSA. That Council resolves that the 2026-2027 electricity tariff increase be finalized only after NERSA has formally approved the ESCOM's bulk tariff increase for 2026-2027. So effectively, if I can explain it like that, this recommendation says there will be no tariff implications on this recommendation. I'm going to now continue to read out the good counter proposal, which reads as follows. Good moves that Council amends the recommendation as follows. That the implementation of the proposed electricity tariff increase be deferred pending the tabling of the detailed affordability impact assessment and revenue sensitivity analysis. That a comparative tariff benchmarking report, including analysis against the City of Cape Town and ESCOM, be submitted to Council within 90 days. That a full review and report on electricity-related contracts and expenditures, including the Nico Smith contract, be tabled prior to the final approval of the above inflation tariff adjustments. That the identified tariff structure inconsistencies include basic AMP charges and disparities between the prepaid and credit consumers be reviewed and corrected before further phased implementation. Submitted by Councillor Lowe and seconded by Councillor Kitt. I am therefore going to ask that we vote for or against the counter proposal.
Speaker, the PA submitted counter proposal and you are not reading it.
I can't see it. Where is it?
It's in the chat box from Councillor Captain's laptop. Speaker, is my chat box not working?
Councillor, I'm going to put it out there quite clearly, and I've got people sitting in the office with me. We do not see it in the chat box. None of us in this office see it in the chat box. Can somebody, councillors, I will...
Speaker, sorry. It is in the chat box. I see it in the chat box.
Okay, what you see and what I see are two different things, Councillor Forster. I'm going to ask Councillor Forster, please do not say to me no once again. Councillor Forster, honestly, the way that you talk to me is absolutely disrespectful. Do not tell me no. Councillor, I'm not going to get into an argument. No. Councillor Rosemary, I'm going to ask you, if you see it in the chat box, could you please read it for me? Because what we're going to do is, we're going to read, first of all, this is the counter proposal that we've received from Good. We will go for or against this counter proposal. After that, we will then take the counter proposal for the PA, if you can read it in the chat box. Rosemary, can you see it in the chat box?
Speaker, I don't see anything from the PA in the chat box.
Thank you. Councillors, we are going to vote for or against.
Speaker, then there's a technicality. Why can't I then read in my counter proposal?
Because I need it on record.
Speaker, but he said when you were speaking, he's got a count.
I took it as though there was one counter proposal and it came from everybody there. I apologize, but I do not see any counter proposal on the chat box. Just 1 second, please. Councillors, I've just found out what the situation is. For some unknown reason, you are in the wrong chat box. Councillor Marcel Kleinhans, do you see the proposal of the Executive Mayor in the chat box, if I may ask? Councillor Foster, I'm going to ask you, do you see the proposal by the Executive Mayor?
Speaker?
I'm asking Councillor Foster.
Speaker, can you please recognize me?
Councillor, I'm talking to Councillor Foster first. I will recognize you when I've had an answer from Councillor Foster. Can you read the recommendation of Alderman Johnson in your chat box?
I don't see it, but I see the counter proposal of Councillor Kleinhans.
Okay, therefore we have established what your problem is, Councillor. Your chat box is in the wrong meeting. Okay.
But Speaker,
so Councillor, just 1 second. Just Councillor, just 1 second, please. I will correct it for you. Okay. I will read out from this chat box and ask my assistant to then copy and paste that and send it to me from the other chat box. That is the way but I'm first going to do the good party's counter proposal, and then we'll go over to your counter proposal. So we have one counter proposal at a time. Are you happy with that?
Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much. I'm therefore going to ask.
Speaker?
Yes?
My hand was up.
Councillors, we take one counter proposal at a time. That is how.
Speaker, it's Dr. I just want to find out something from you.
Councillors, I haven't recognized anybody.
Okay, thanks.
Once again, we just continue to talk as we wish. There's absolutely no discipline, and I'm trying to establish 7 people talking at the same time, and I can't distinguish who's who. Councillor Kit, you have a problem. Please talk to me.
Yes, Speaker. Can the good party request a caucus, please?
I will ask, how long would you like, Councillor?
15 minutes, please. Thank you.
Okay, I will grant you 15 minutes caucus. Thank you.
Thank you.
Speaker.
Everyone, what is the counter proposal?
Councillor.
I just want to find out.
Yes, Councillor.
Seeing that when you came back from the caucus of the ANC.
Councillor, somebody's talking in the background. I can't hear a thing that you're saying. When the person stops talking and we have one person talking at a time, I can actually concentrate on what you're saying to me.
Yes.
Councillor, the good party asked for a caucus because I've now read out the counter proposals and the original proposal. I don't know what they would like to caucus about, but I understand that it's something to do before we go into vote. So I'm going to allow them the caucus.
Okay.
All right, so that they can discuss both proposals and then come back to us.
Perhaps then when they come back, give me an opportunity to ask my question.
Councillor, if you could put your question in the chat box, I'd really appreciate it so we can move on with this meeting. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
please, so I can continue this meeting. Councillor Kit, your time is up. Can I please, can you indicate whether we can continue this meeting? We are waiting for you to return. Councillor Kit, you've just put yourself on hold. Is anyone from Good Online, please? Councillor Kit or anyone from the Good Party, your time is up. I want to continue this meeting, please. Councillors, I'm going to continue this meeting. I gave them 15 minutes. It's now gone almost 18 minutes. And Councillor Lowe, I see your hand is up. Are you back in the meeting now, please?
Yes, Speaker. I think Good will withdraw because our counter proposal.
Thank you very much. The counter proposal is then withdrawn. I'm now going to continue to the second counter proposal made by the PA, and I'm going to read it to you as it is in my chat box, which is copied and pasted from the other chat box, and it reads as follows. Scrap alle vaste kostes en kapasiteitskostes of maak die R200 vir alle amps. Sny uitgawes op skuld, invordering, kontrakteurs, George Municipality kan dit self doen. Sny in onnodige poste, oorhoofse elektrisiteit uitgawes om kostes van supply te verlaag. Verlaag kilowatt per uur tariewe en beskerm lae middelinkomste groepe met 'n lifeline tarief. En ondersoek dat Eskom self krag versprei in George, want dit is goedkoper as vir die publiek. I'm going to now go straight over to the voting. Or first of all, can I have it translated, please? So,
Speaker, the PA, Councillor Kleinans and Captain counter proposal, scrap all
capacity costs.
Speaker, can I offer a translation, please?
Please do. I'd be very appreciative.
Okay, Speaker. The PA states that we need to consider the following proposal: the scrapping of all fixed costs and capacity costs, or to make the R200 applicable to all amps. To also cut expenditure related to debt collection contractors. George Municipality can do that themselves. Then also to consider the cutting of unnecessary posts, as well as overhead electricity charges, to reduce the cost of supply. And then number 4 is to reduce the KWH tariffs and protection levels for medical income groups with a lifeline tariff. Number 5 is to investigate whether Eskom cannot provide the electricity distribution in George itself, because that is cheaper for the public. It was proposed by Councillor Kleinans and seconded by Councillor Captain. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're going to go straight over to voting. You are going to vote either for or against the counter proposal. Please, I need you to understand that. for or against the counter proposal? Rosemary, can you go through the attendance register and get the votes, please?
I'll start with, sorry, Councillor America,
Against Rosemary.
Councillor Barnard,
Against the counter, Rosemary.
Councillor Brown,
Against the counter proposal.
Councillor Busak,
Abstain.
Councillor Carolus,
Abstain.
Councillor Clark,
Against.
Councillor Kuris,
Abstain.
Alderman Cronje,
Against.
Alderman Dutoy,
Against.
Councillor Edwards, Councillor Esau,
Against.
who was that now?
Councillor Esau resign.
Councillor N. Esau, Councillor E. Vigland,
Against dan Rose.
Councillor R. Vigland,
Against the counter proposal.
Councillor Fry,
Against the counter proposal.
Councillor Goeieman,
I vote for the proposal.
Councillor Gom, Councillor Gertse,
Abstain.
Councillor Gregory,
For.
Councillor Greef, I couldn't get that one.
Abstain.
Abstain.
She said she abstained.
Councillor D. Gouldick,
Against, thank you.
Councillor M. Gouldick,
Against Rosemary.
Councillor Hani, Councillor Yankees,
Against, Madam.
Alderman Johnson,
Against.
Councillor Kaptein, Councillor Kleinans,
For.
Alderman Kritzinger,
Against Rosemary.
Alderman Kruger,
I'm against, thank you.
Councillor Keat, Councillor Lamini, Councillor Lento,
Abstain.
Councillor Losey,
I'm against.
Councillor Low,
Abstain.
Councillor Manthele, Councillor Masasi,
Against the counter proposal.
Councillor E. Mjaka, Councillor F. Mjaka, Councillor Mrukuli, Councillor Niaus,
Against. Rosemary, dankie.
Councillor Ntondini, Councillor Katana.
I'm against my Rose.
Councillor Kampi. Councillor Rusa.
Against. Just a clarification, Councillor Lemini is in the wrong chat box and he said 4.
Thank you. Councillor Cyphers.
Against.
Councillor Summers.
Against.
Councillor Snyman.
Against.
Alderman Stander. Councillor Toto. Alderman Van Niekerk.
Against.
Alderman von Brandes.
Against Rosemary.
Councillor R. Foster. Councillor S. Foster.
I am for the proposal. Thank you.
Councillor Van Wy.
Against Rosemary.
You must just give me a minute so that I can just count the votes.
Take your time. Rosemary, do you have an answer for me, please?
Ticket?
Yes.
I've counted those in favour 5, Those not in favor 26, and I've counted 14 abstentions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The in favor is 5 and against is 26. The counter proposal.
Sorry, Speaker.
Councillor
Sorry,
Forster.
that counting is wrong. 5 councillors of the PA voted for, and the EFF councillor Dion Lamini voted for. Thank you.
I apologize, Rosemary. I did say it loud and clear that Councillor Lamini voted for. You didn't take into consideration that vote. Therefore, for the counter proposal, we have 6, and against the counter proposal, we have 26, and the rest are abstentions. The counter proposal, therefore, does not carry, and the original proposal carries. Thank you very much. That, therefore, brings us to the end of this council meeting. This meeting is now adjourned. Thank you.